Hey, I had an interesting communication the other day. Somebody asked me, what do I do with all the sawdust from the shop? Because between the lathe and regular cutting, there's a lot of chips and sawdust and whatnot. I actually have a large box I fill, and I'll dump it on walking paths that we have in the woods because the sawdust and the chips keep the weeds off. So I wind up with my paths staying nice and clean. The other thing I do is I save egg cartons. This is cool. You could do this if you have access to the stuff, obviously, and if you have a fireplace and you need fire starters. And rather than buy those boxes of fire starter sticks that cost 12, 13 bucks, 14 bucks, whatever they are, I save my fiber, not foam, fiber, uh, egg cartons. Put the chips in it, sawdust or chips, and these are all hardwood chips, mostly maple. They're dry. And then I have candle wax. One block of this candle wax costs me about the same as a box of those fire starters. And then I can make probably a dozen of these little fire starters here. And what I do is once the wax is dry, these are all stiff in the chips. And I just break one off at a time and put it in the fireplace, and it helps to easily start the fire. And this is as technical as it gets. Got my torch. I keep a point on the wax, and I let the wax run down the point. When it gets shorter, I'll grab it with a mitt or some other type of implement, and just heat up the wax and hit it run down and into each little cup. Basically fuses the chips together, and I have my little fire starters. And that's all it takes. Look at that. Holy mackerel. And being that it's about mid-30s in the garage, the wax stopped running real quick. And that's how it works. I got one over here that's almost gone. Yeah, I only got a couple left. And that's how it looks. So I'll go back. I'll hit the first one a second time now that that's set. I'll hit this one, and I'll wind up with starters like that. And then when it's time to start the fire, break it, rip it. I got my little fire starter. That's my tip of the day based on a interesting question I got the other day.